Hello there. Today we are doing the final bit of building in the woods camp. We are going to be building our standardized house here. All of the other houses for this area are going to be roughly like this, with a couple little slight modifications per house. But yes, this will be the final building project, and after I've shown you how to build one, and I've furnished it a little later on, I'll build out about 3 or 4 more of these. As each one of these houses, individually, hold 2 families. Okay, now I want this to be 8 stone bricks long with a pillar, with 4 stone bricks long, and a patio out front, per set. This makes it compact enough to fit into areas like here, in this corner, and as we're building it right up against the wall, we don't need back windows on this one, but there will be on other ones. That's one of those slight modifications I was talking about. Now, you could have a patio up to it. In this case, we're just going to have a stairway up, so that's going to be another little modification. Now this first floor is going to be stone. It's a little callback to one of the first buildings we did with the tavern. Here we go. And it's going to be built up with the same pillars and the same design to match with the rest of the houses. It's going to have a nice oak peaked roof, and it's going to have a good amount of tie-in. And after we get these beams in place, we just have to do the corners as well to make sure that all the logs are tied in together. And I'll raise this up another 3 blocks. The ending log will probably be about 4 blocks tall. We'll see. For this part at the very least, all of the first floor is going to be stone. Stone brick windows, and I want to be using spruce trapdoors to finish this. I won't have stone brick at the top next to the logs for this one, because I have it built up on the foundation. But that could be another change, where some are slightly taller, allowing 2 sets. I'm just going to fill in this wall because there's not much point in staring directly at bricks. There we go. Now the trapdoors line up almost perfectly with the stairs and work as functional windows, so you can actually open and close them without issue. I'm going to add another spruce door as well, and move up to the next floor. I want to use slabs to give this floor a little bit of extra room. And in this corner, I'm going to make a kind of weird corner, because this is where I want to have my ladder up. And moving inwards, this entire central area that's surrounded with these stairs is all going to be slabs to give a little bit of extra room, but also to have the edges having a little bit of extra support. Now, I want all of these to be a full set window. So let's see how stairs look on the inside instead, to give it a little bit of variation. Yeah. So it's going to be pillars of planks, 3 tall, and then 2 sets of stairs, top and bottom. So I can use these spruce gates in order as a different form of window, an open and closed window. Now we do have access to amethyst quartz windows, as I've shown off in the lighthouse, but with how expensive they are, they wouldn't be used for residential, at least not at this point. There we go. So I am going to raise this up 1 block, maybe even 2 depending on the roof. But 1 block at the very least to do the tie-in beams. I'm also going to do a cross beam on the inside that I don't usually do, but I feel like it fits for this one. So this upper floor is going to have the bedroom, 2 families, and below is going to be the kitchen / living area for both families. And with about 4 or 5 of these in total, because I'm going to be making 3 or 4 more of these, that supports between, let's say, 8 or 10, with the other properties around it, at the very least. Now I'm going to use this classical roof design like this, and I'm just going to raise it up entirely like that. There we go. And I'm going to do it on both sides. I'm not going to do a different colored beam because we have the central beams on this one. I'm going to fill this in with solid planks, give a little bit of support, and to make it so that you don't see a gap through the stairs. Build this up 1 high point. Now this will give a bit of a raised loft for the actual sleeping quarters, which is good. I'm going to fill this in with planks and then put some slabs over the top to even out the point a little bit, to soften it. There we go. Now I have to make sure to fill in the edges here as well, so there's no random gaps in the roof. There we go. Now for the windows. So, if you build them like this, they connect to both sides and themselves. So they still look like they fit in here. And allows you to open them as functional. I'm going to have some on the back because they're above the wall and you can actually see. And now, I'm not going to do set dressing on the inside, so I'm going to leave that all for one go when I have a better idea of where the rest of the houses are going to be. But I am going to add the ladder and the cap right here. And I'm going to add some shutters to these top windows. This is why I didn't use trapdoors again, so I could have these shutters. So the trapdoors on the bottom, in the stone brick area, look like just flat shutters that are closed. Where these ones look like openable windows with their shutters pushed out. Now to add a little bit of light before calling it a day. Need to add 1 more log up there, come back with it. There we go. I'm gonna put 1 at every log tie-in point. This is a bit expensive and a little bit excessive, but we really want these to be well lit up, because this is where you're living. There you go. Our blueprint house for the woods camp. Time to finish out this phase.